Keeneland kicked off their fall meet with Fall Stars Weekend, which featured several important Breeders' Cup Challenge races. Friday's card offered 3 win-and-you're-in chances. Let's pick up the action with the Darley ALCIBIADES and the Net Jets Juvenile Fillies Division.
2-year-old fillies, $600,000, a mile and a 16th. Breeders' Cup implications as strong in this race as any race run this weekend. Vivi's Dream was so dominant in the Pocahontas. She is 3-2 right now. Brian Hernandez Jr. for Kenny McPeak. Bright Work, I think, the most accomplished horse in this field and the obvious horse with the unbeaten streak. Candied, however, she is a picture of perfection for Todd Fletcher.
The Grade 1 Darley ALCIBIADES, one of the highlights here during the Keeneland Fall Meet. This is just opening day. Every day matters. Saturday, a huge day ahead. But right now on this Friday, we get to see some of the top 2-year-old fillies in this part of the country. And one of them, with a win today, will have a spot in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Filly.
They're off in the Darley ALCIBIADES. There goes Bright Work. Alice Beach is there to the inside, then Candied, but Bright Work moves up, has the early lead as they head down into the first turn. It is Bright Work outward from the rail. Alice Beach there to the inside. Candied in third. Vivi's Dream is close but wide. In fourth around the first turn. Crazy Cammy saves the ground in fifth down toward the rail. Wine on Tap is a bit hard to handle here in the turn. Tries to settle down 3 wide around the turn. Back in the 6th position. Alpine Princess is 7th up on her outside. Then a gap of 2 more lengths back to Shimmering Allure. Ducked out at the start. Now drops out to last, but right there with the rest as they move off the first turn. Opening quarter, 23.84 seconds. Up the backstretch they go. Alice Beach is the leader, only by 3/4 of a length. Bright Work, second a length. Vivi's Dream to her outside toward the center of the track in third. Crazy Cammy, long shot, 4th toward the rail. Moves up 2 lengths off the lead. Wine on Tap is 5th on the outside of Candied, who's in 6th, 5 from the front. And then Alpine Princess Shimmering Allure to her inside the first half mile, 48.25 seconds. Alice Beach and Bright Work go at it for the lead onto the far turn, still separated by a neck, however. Vivi's Dream. Now she takes aim and moves up on the far outside as they move midway on the turn. Candied is moving up into 4th, still 5 from the front. There's a 1/4 mile to go. Vivi's Dream swings up on the far outside. Alice Beach is there toward the inside. Candied's going to swing wide. Candied out in the center of the racetrack. Bright Work is right there, a lane off the rail, but Candied rolls on up from the outside of Vivi's Dream into the final furlong of the Darley ALCIBIADES. Candied with the lead from Vivi's Dream in second. Alice Beach is third. Candied, Vivi's Dream, 1-2 deep stretch. Candied, Luis Saez wins the Darley ALCIBIADES.
Also on Friday, Buchu punched her ticket to the Juvenile Fillies turf with a score in the Jessamine.
Bella Hayes with the lead. Esternia, Abeyance up the inside. Time to Dazzle on the outside. And then comes Buchu down the center of the course. Buchu and Crown Imperial, who's down tight toward the inside in 4th. Buchu has the lead. Buchu, what a tremendous stretch rally. Buchu, Martin Garcia to win the Jessamine, presented by Keeneland, November.
And Hoist the Gold reserved a spot in the Cutter Racing Sprint starting gate with a win in the STOLL Keenan Ogden Phoenix.
Sibelius has a narrow lead. Dr. Oscar Hoist the Gold swings up on the outside and bango. And then Nakatomi. Hoist the Gold has the lead. Manny was in tight toward the rail behind horses. Can't move forward. Deep stretch, Hoist the Gold. Nakatomi. Bango between horses. Hoist the Gold. Nakatomi. Bango in between horses. Hoist the Gold wins it. John Velasquez, a riding triple.
Let's head to Saturday, where the FanDuel Juvenile Division took center stage in the Claiborne Breeders' Futurity.
It is post time for the Grade 1 at Claiborne Breeders' Futurity, the Breeders' Cup Challenge Series, brought to you by Lane's End.
They're off in the Claiborne Breeders' Futurity. There goes Northern Flame from the outside. Baytown Chatterbox with West Saratoga. In between that pair, West Saratoga moves up for the lead. Baytown Chatterbox goes second. Northern Flame is third up on the outside. Locked will be wide into the first turn. Just Steel moves up a lane off the rail into 4th. Just outside of the Wine Steward in 5th. Locked is 3 wide around the turn near the back here early on in 6th. Awesome Road to his inside is in 7th, and Generous Tipper, last of the 8. Just Steel, determined to move forward from between horses and get the lead. 24.47 seconds the time for the opening quarter. Just Steel moves up. A lane off the rail has the lead, 3/4 of a length. Baytown Chatterbox, second, a half length. West Saratoga goes third by a length. Northern Flame, center of the track, is in 4th. The Wine Steward moves up 1 spot to his inside. Locked travels toward the outside, still 5 lengths off the lead, back in the 6th position, midpoint of the back straightaway. And then comes Awesome Road. That first half mile went in 48.23 seconds. Generous Tipper last onto the far turn. Baytown Chatterbox moves up the inside and challenges Just Steel. These two matching strides as they move onto the turn. West Saratoga moves into contention, and the Wine Steward is carefully trying to pick his way through traffic. A lane off the rail, now 2 lanes off the rail. Here comes Locked, swinging wide with Northern Flame, a 1/4 mile to go. The Wine Steward with Locked moving up on the outside, and Northern Flame in between that pair. Top of the short stretch, here is Locked. Locked racing by on the outside for the lead. The Wine Steward is responding to the inside. Generous Tipper goes to 3rd. The Wine Steward responding to the challenge so far. Here's Locked right alongside. Locked, the Wine Steward, it is Locked to win the Claiborne Breeders' Futurity for Jose Ortiz. What a weekend for Eclipse Thoroughbred partners.
Also on Saturday, Yuugiri took down the Thoroughbred Club of America Stakes, earning her way into the PNC Bank Filly and Mare Sprint.
Here's Wicked Halo up to challenge Yuugiri. Wicked Halo and Yuugiri going at it coming into the final furlong. Last Leaf is 5 lengths away, and then Fire on Time in 4th. Happy Soul drops back along the rail. Wicked Halo, a narrow lead. Yuugiri fights on though. Yuugiri fighting back to the inside of Wicked Halo. Wicked Halo and Yuugiri, these two down to the line. Head-bobbing photo for the win in the Thoroughbred Club of America.
And up to the mark, stored in the Coolmore Turf Mile, a win-in-your-in event for the FanDuel Mile Division.
Annapolis, Master of the Seas, is bearing down from behind. Up to the mark is running late behind Master of the Seas. Set piece down the center of the course. Master of the Seas alongside Annapolis. And up to the mark is coming on. Master of the Seas, up to the mark is there. Master of the Seas, head-bobbing photo, either Master of the Seas or up to the mark.
Sunday saw a pair of challenge races. First, Idiomatic cruised home in the JUDDMONTE Spinster.
Final furlong of the JUDDMONTE Spinster. Idiomatic, a 5-length advantage. Bellamore, Leda Vida, then Nest in 4th. Idiomatic in front, 16th to go in the JUDDMONTE colors. Florent Giroux aboard. Idiomatic to win the Grade 1 JUDDMONTE Spinster.
And Can Group earned the honors in the Bourbon Stakes.
Up front, though, it is Double Your Money with a narrow lead. Double Your Money, First World War, vote no. Noted is coming late. Here is Noted. Here is Can Group. Noted, Can Group at the wire. Head-bobbing photo for the win.
Santa Anita held a trio of challenge events last week. Let's start off with the FanDuel Juvenile Division and the American PHAROAH Stakes.
It's a lot on the line in addition to the $300,000 purse.
Lots on the line there, and particularly with 2-year-olds, there's a lot on the line as far as, like I said, the 3-year-old picture next year. All these horses are potentially, they're looking at the Breeders' Cup, but they're also looking at the 3-year-old Triple Crown picture next year.
Muth is 3-5, has been right about 3-5 in those silks of the Zidane Racing Stables. Bob Baffert and Juan Hernandez, mile and a 16th. A lot of these horses, Breeders' Cup hopeful. For all of them, though, it is their first try around 2 turns, and they're doing so against Grade 1 company, and that's the horse they have to beat. Muth in the Zidane Racing Stables silks with leading rider J.J. Hernandez in the irons for the Hall of Famer Bob Baffert, who's won this race 11 times. Part of our Lane's End Road to the Breeders' Cup brought to you by Lane's End Sire, Liam's Map. They're all in line for the American PHAROAH. Frank Miramati has the call.
Indispensable, BU both in. Here's El Magnifico to the outside. They're in the gate. And they're off for the American PHAROAH, and Next Level had a bad stumble out of the gate and is last. Wind Me Up is very quick and takes command at once. Raging Torrent has speed, and Muth is down at the rail in 3rd. El Magnifico In the red colors on the outside, fourth, followed by BU. Down on the inside, Rothschild's a little bit eager, but 4 lengths off the speed. Next Level and Indispensable are at the back of the field together. And so it's Wind Me Up with 6 furlongs to go, leading by 3/4 of a length. El Magnifico, a joint second outside Raging Torrent, and Muth has settled kindly in fourth, 2 lengths off his stablemate as they head past the 5/8 pole. It's another 3 lengths back to BU outside Rothschild, Indispensable, and Next Level. They have a half-mile left to go, and it's Wind Me Up, the controlling speed, 3/4 of a length to Raging Torrent in second. El Magnifico dropping right out of it. Muth is down at the rail in third, 2 lengths off the lead, coming to the 3/8 pole. BU is now called on in fourth, 3 lengths back to Rothschild, Next Level, and Indispensable. Wind Me Up comes to the quarter pole. Muth on the inside. BU is running a good race. Outside of them, Raging Torrent. They're a 1/4 mile from home, and Muth is coming on the outside of Wind Me Up. Wind Me Up and Muth square off at the 8th pole. They're head in head. Muth puts his head in front. Wind Me Up trying hard. 4 back to BU in third. A 16th to go. His name is Muth. And he's coming to the Breeders' Cup Juvenile in fine style.
Chatalas reserved a spot in the NetJets Juvenile Fillies with her win in the Chandelier.
Here's Dua on the outside on even terms with Chatalas. They come for home together. A good run from Pacific Rose in the center of the racetrack. Scalable making progress at the rail. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. And Chatalas is digging in, fending off Dua thus far with a 16th to run, and in fact pulling away from her. And it's Chatalas to lead them all the way in the Chandelier under Antonio Fresu.
And Didia notched a win in the Rodeo Drive, earning a trip to the Maker's Mark Filly and Mare Turf.
Didia gets the jump on the outside. Stoic Luna, closing remarks along the inside. And Anisette is cut loose between rivals. Juncture on the outside, but Didia has opened up a 2-length lead. Juncture and Anisette are both chasing. Didia, 1.5 close to home, powerful throughout. And Didia wins the Rodeo Drive with plenty left in the tank.
Belmont at the Big A hosted 4 challenge events last week. Hard to Justify took down the missed GRILLO.
Gold Lightning down towards the rail is running in a fourth. And then comes Life's an Audible, who will swing to the outside for the stretch run. Here is Whimsically. Here is Hard to Justify. The two of them are right together. Life's an Audible continues to gain on the outside. It is Hard to Justify who has the lead. Then Whimsically. Then Life's an Audible. They come on for the finish. Hard to Justify has 1 3/4 of a length.
Agate Road scored in the Pilgrim.
Fulmineo is down towards the rail, and then Triple Espresso, 3/4, 1:11 3. Spirit Prince is still the leader here. Liam's Journey now moving into second. Agate Road on the extreme outside, and Fulmineo, who's putting in a late run towards the rail. Spirit Prince, Liam's Journey, Agate Road on the outside. Agate Road has the momentum here, and Agate Road will win the Pilgrim Stakes.
Just FYI was best in the Frizette.
Here's Just FYI. Here's Life Talk. They're 1-2 now. Followed by Emery, Irish Maxima, Central Avenue putting in a late run. But Just FYI kicks clear now. Just FYI on to victory here in the 76th running of the Grade 1 Frizette. Just FYI and Junior Alvarado.
And Timberlake romped in the Champagne.
3/4 in 1, 10 and 2. It is General Partner and Timberlake. Timberlake on the outside. General Partner continues to battle on as they hit the furlong marker, and it is Timberlake in front. General Partner back running in second. Dancing Groom moves to third. It is Timberlake who's going to win the Grade 1 Champagne, and he drew away at the end to win by 4.
And at Gulfstream Park, 3 Witches was best in the Princess Rooney Invitational and earned a spot in the PNC Bank Filly and Mare Sprint.
Off the turn in the stretch drive on the far outside, Mary, quite contrary, asked for her best stuff by Luca Panici, but the leader is 3 Witches. 1/8 of a mile out, 3 Witches is in front. Mary, quite contrary, trying to pick her up. 16th to go, 3 Witches driven out. Mary, quite contrary, running out of time. Here's the wire. It's 3 Witches to win the Princess Rooney.
The 2023 Breeders' Cup is November 3rd and 4th at Santa Anita. For tickets, go to breederscup.com.